He got me some good calf kicks, man. Whew. Hey, I'm gonna start using that. For, dude, that shit hurts. Oh.
Talk about the calf. Since you brought it up.
I don't feel it. No, it's fine. Nah, it's a good kick. He got me with some good inside kicks. Didn't check him, so paying the price now. A little sore.
Was he what you expected?
He's tough, man. I expect him to be out there, and I expect him to push the pace. And I'm the younger fighter, so these guys always try to bully me. But I feel like I did what I had to do, and I controlled the range really well. Felt very comfortable out there, and had a professional performance.
He didn't surprise you with anything? It wasn't that you weren't planning on?
No, I knew what he was gonna try to do. I knew he was gonna swing for the fences, and he's coming off a 2-fight losing streak right now. So I know he's gonna come in here and try to knock me out and try to take me down. That's what most of you guys are gonna try to do to me. I'm a superior striker.
Having the home crowd, did that fire you up even more to see him the support he was getting?
Nah, man, I get it. It's his hometown. I'm glad they're cheering for him and not me. I hope it's the same when I go fight at home in Milwaukee.
I know some fighters really like that when they have to go into the hostile territory. But I mean, did that affect you any, or is it just still just another fight?
It's just another fight, man. I think if you go out there and think that way, you put a lot more pressure on yourself. That's unnecessary. And I feel like I just went out there and just flowed, and I played my game, and I played mixed martial arts tonight.
I think another thing I find interesting, I feel like we kind of watched you grow up in front of at one point you were Anthony's younger brother that happens to be doing MMA, but now I think a lot of people recognize you. You've kind of stepped out of the shadow. Do you think with performances like this, people don't even bring it up anymore? Do you ever hear it? Do you ever hear that anymore? Like,
oh yeah,
younger brother
no. I mean, we look a lot alike, so they're like always, oh Anthony, but it's me. But no, man, I like that. We came to the sport together. He's the reason I'm as far as I am in the sport. He made me inspired and paved my way up, and I'm blessed to have him in my life. So I mean, if they do bring him up, that's awesome. Man. He's my brother. He deserves it.
You're on a win streak right now. You just beat a guy that's the UFC still has ranked in the top 10.
Yep.
What do you think this puts you? What does this mean?
I think I break the ranks of the top 10. I've had some pretty good performances. I fought Carriazo, I believe, was ranked 2, and I fought him as well. So I feel like I'm making my way into the top 10, and I'm slowly getting the tougher fights and the higher ranks, which I want next. Hussein Formiga, which I was supposed to fight.
I was going to ask you about that. You called him out there at the end. I mean, is that just because of the ranking? I mean, why him?
I just put so much time into dissecting his game. He was my original opponent. Unfortunately, suffered injury. I hope he has a speedy recovery. I know how injuries feel, and that sucks, man. That happened. But I feel like we should still fight each other. He ranks. I think he matches up really well for me. Like I said, I dissected his game, and I think I can expose him.
Half of that top 10 has already fought in the champion.
Yep.
He's one of the ones that hasn't. Is a win over him, do you feel like that's maybe puts you a little closer to the conversation of fighting?
Yeah. I feel like that puts me definitely in the top 5, top 6, and I'll fight maybe another guy after him to get to the champion. I mean, Demetrius is a dominant champion, man. I got some work to put in, and I feel like if I take my time, I'm able to compete with him and able to possibly take him out.
Obviously, it's a sport that it's hard to make concrete plans for anybody.
Yes.
But is it out of the realm of possibility that you'd be fighting for a title by the end of the year?
That's a goal I had for myself. I really put a lot of time into growing as a fighter and as an adult. And at first, I was scared of that talk that maybe I can get a title shot. And 23 years old, and I feel like I'm almost ready for that. I'm mentally ready, spiritually ready, physically. I'm getting better, and you guys are seeing it every performance. I'm progressing, and by the end of this year, I hope to get a title shot if all goes well.
You feel like when you first came to the UFC, and there was so much talk about you being Anthony's brother.
Yep.
Had you gotten pushed closer to a title shot earlier in your UFC career, do you feel like it would have been poor timing for you?
Yeah, I think it would have been bad timing. I came into the UFC thinking like, I'm in the UFC, I made it. And now I'm in the UFC, and I want to be one of the best to do it. So definitely a mindset change. I feel like I've changed so much as an adult and as a person. Like, you guys are seeing me growing up, and it's awesome that I can look back and say, like, I came pretty far.
Good.
Thank you, guys. Appreciate it.